Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to your brothers that's doing this work in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Bara from GMS Chicago, coming back at you with another quick lesson. Now, I have a son. Sometimes we'll watch older cartoons, right? Cartoons that was on TV when I was a little kid. And one of those cartoons was X-Men, all right? Used to come on Fox, right? And we was watching this cartoon, and it was a scene where Wolverine was fighting his enemy, one of his enemies, Sabretooth, which they have a long history. And it's lucky I lost my train of thought. Wolverine ended up saying this line. He was like, second best just doesn't cut it. All right? Second best just doesn't cut it. And I heard that, and, it left, it was just sitting in my mind, and the Spirit had me talk about this and do a quick lesson on it. All right? Because in this truth, all right, you apply that line, second best just doesn't cut it. Okay? Now I'm going to go into the scriptures just to make that quick point. Because when we do this work, when we live this life, this is it, man. This is things you can't do in partiality, man. You really got to commit and be sold out for it. Just like 2/3 of Jake are sold out to do evilness and wickedness in the world. You got to be sold out to be on the opposite spectrum of that, right? You got to really attack it with all that you have, with all that you got, with your measure that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has placed on you. Okay? With no regrets, man. Because if you stand there like, damn, I wish I would have did this, damn, I wish I would have did that, that's not the right mind frame. Take this thing one day at a time and attack it day by day. What can I do for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai this day? All right? If I'm working 8, 10, 12 hours that some brothers do, I got to set it when I get off of work, driving to work, driving from work. I need to do some kind of video, some kind of lesson. I need to at least listen to the scriptures. I need to read. I need to practice my Hebrew prayer. I need to go over the alphabet. I need to do all these things, build the spirit. They build the spirit, all right? Because the older you get in this thing, we tend to forget certain things, right? Than when we were younger and first came in. Just recalling scriptures, if you don't go over it over and over and over again, it's a muscle. It's a muscle memory. You know that it's there. You know some of the words, but you don't recall it with pinpoint accuracy, right? Like you used to. So getting back in that mode, all right, day by day, is really what we all seek to do, man, and push ourselves. Because you don't want to feel like, man, I just do whatever. No, you want to go for the prize. And the prize is not second place. Now let's get some scriptures. Let's go to let's get this right here. And this is going to be quick. This is First Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Right. You're not running for second place, third place. You running for the top, man. You're running for that gold medal to equate it to the Olympics. All right. And getting that gold medal, meaning that you're going through that fiery affliction. You're getting everything and all the impurities burned off you. All right. Pursuant to the famous Zechariah scripture. All right. Where 2/3 are going to be destroyed. But the 1/3 shall be delivered and refined through that furnace of affliction, which shall go through that fire, getting them ready, all right, to achieve and receive that win. Verse 25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. And GMS are sincere men when they do this thing. It's not a hustle. It's not to get this huge congregation where we can siphon in donations, which other camps that that's out here doing the right thing, if they getting money through this gospel, they supposed to get money through this gospel, technically. All right. If a man is speaking the word the correct and direct way, the people that are listened, built up, and strengthened through that are supposed to help the prophets, help the servants, help the ministry. Right. It's talked about all through the scriptures, man. All right. And we should reap of carnal things that the people that they have if we sow into these spiritual things. It says, every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things, but now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. Right. You taking this thing head on, man, and you going at it day after day after day after day, man. Because guess what? Second best don't cut it, man. It don't cut it. All right. You don't want to stand there and be ashamed in that day, or stand there watching the great deliverance, and you end up being a part of that second death or perishing. So you got to really look at these things and consider, the focus and the attention that you have to give this great work. Right. Let's keep moving. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Right. If you're going all out for this thing and you're pushing, all right, have comfort in that, have confidence in that. That builds character, and that builds a certain self-esteem in this truth that, hey, I'm putting in work. The same thing you can equate it to sports. Anybody that played sports, or brothers that bodybuilders, brothers that do whatever, a certain type of craft, and they actually putting forth an effort to it, and they see the results, they have confidence in that. All right. So you can approach this ministry, this truth, in the same form and fashion. Right. Because when a brother is on it, he's on it, man. And he's used, because we got brothers that came in this thing and they studied so hard to make a name for themselves because they were seeking a corruptible crown, and they wasn't sincere, or they just wanted to have a certain leadership position, or hold their knowledge over another brother's head. But like I said, most notably, brothers at Great Millstone, we doing this thing sincerely. We trying to attain this knowledge to do what? To open the eyes of the prisoners, to wake up the lost tribes, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to seal the hopeful elect, and hope by doing that we are going to be saved in the process. Right. So let's get another scripture out of Ecclesiasticus. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 43:30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary. Right. Second best don't cut it, man. Really got to compete, man. All right. You see, like I said, I like to liken this to the great athletes, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. All right. These guys compete. It's other men that have top-notch skills, but they don't play hard. Like, I'm a basketball guy, right? Here in Chicago, you got the Chicago Bulls. You got a guy like a Zach LaVine, who got all the physical gifts that is crazy. He can jump out the gym. He's fast, decent handle, can get to the rim, right? But he's not consistent, man. He's not consistent. He's basically glad being a mediocre two guard, when which he has certain natural talents. If he actually got in the weight room, got some strength, got consistent, developed a post game, he'd be one of the top players in the league easily, right? So, but it's all about putting in that work, right? And not wanting to be second best, wanting to go for the top, but wanting to go for the top because you really, truly, sincerely believe in this thing, and you want to see the elect get sealed, And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai set up his kingdom. It says, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. Right? And let me get one more scripture. Let's get this. This is book of Luke, chapter 9:62. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow, right, and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. So, like I said, looking back, having doubt, just not being, rejoiceful about the position that we're in, man. We all have a certain feeling sometimes where a demon or spirit jump on you. But overwhelmingly, man, we are in the best position that any man could wish for, right? You look at the movie Training Day, Denzel told what's the guy named Hoyt, you're in a privileged position, all right? Take advantage. Take advantage of the brothers spiritually. Hell, if a brother is doing okay currently, take advantage in that asset too. All right, it's no need to be ashamed. You're just trying to improve and better yourself, right? So, looking back, doubting, understand what this thing is. Understand that the prophecies are happening at an all-time rate, faster and faster. Because I've been in this thing over 10 plus years, and hell, we were as fervent back then as we are right now. Things has changed over time because we're getting to the end of this thing. This thing is wrapping up. So guess what? We got to pick up the pace so you can understand. All right, and we're not looking back. We're not bowing out because it's nothing to look back to. Look back for what? But I hope brothers got some edification out of this. I'm gonna say shalom till next time.